And in Fremont, people in a certain neighborhood are frustrated because people are living in RVs parked near their homes. They say the generators of those RVs are loud and creating health issues. Meanwhile, families in those RVs say they're just trying to get by. Let's bring in NBC's Jocelyn Moran. Jocelyn, the city council also meeting tonight to try to talk about this, correct?
Yeah, exactly, Raj. That meeting is actually still going on. The city contracted a consultant to complete a final draft for the city's homelessness response plan. It states homelessness in Fremont has dropped, but 66% of those who are unhoused in Fremont are living in vehicles. Those include RVs. Where they park is becoming the issue. In the Irvington community in Fremont, about 4 RVs are parked near homes and a park. At the park, you can see families walking their dogs, as well as kids playing. For the most part, it's fairly clean around the RVs, but residents in the area are growing concerned about them being parked here.
I'm a prisoner in my own home. Despite being hardworking, tax-paying citizens, I pay a great amount of tax, great amount of parcels tax to live here. How is this even justified? Sheila Mani lives across the street from the RVs. She says she keeps her windows closed, adding that the generators used by the people living in the RVs are creating health issues for her son who has asthma. The toxic fumes enter our home, and it has led to him being on nebulizers every night over the last 3 months. There is no other cause for it other than this. This was the new, piece that has entered our life.
Right now, is this legal for them to be parked?
This is a public street. And so with the public street, unless you change the rules to say that you cannot park there, they can park there.
Councilmember Teresa Cox, who represents this area, is looking to get those rules changed.
My priority in representing my district is to see how we can also possibly apply the parking rules so that we can kind of keep this safe, because we have children here. They go to after-school programs, there's sports programs. It's a concert park for families.
But she also acknowledges that Fremont is an extremely expensive place to live in, and affordable housing has not kept up with the need. We spoke with one mother living in one of the RVs with her husband and 3 kids. She tells us they've been living in an RV for about 8 months after facing layoffs and an eviction. In this neighborhood, they've been here for about 6 months. They feel safe. She says she and her husband now work, but they're struggling to get by. She says, yes, living in an RV, you don't have to pay rent, but the expenses add up with food and clothing for her 3 kids. We asked her if there was something the city could do for them. She said allow them to stay in a place where they can park their RV safely. Yeah, and she also told us her goal is to move into a place like an apartment, but it's been difficult to do so. Sheila, who is one of the residents concerned about the RVs, also said she empathizes with those living in the RVs, but she wants the city to find a solution. The council member we spoke with says in order to find a solution, they're going to need city, county, state, and federal dollars. Raj.
It's a complex problem. Thanks, Jocelyn.